Hello, my name is Dean Jones. I'm with Transwest Truck Trailer RV out of Frederick, Colorado. Today we're at the Broadmoor Hotel in Colorado Springs at the dealer meeting for the 2026 Newmar product line. Right behind me I have a 2026 3825 Mountain Aire. It's the second year of this lifestyle. They've made some great option changes, color changes. We're just going to get right into it. This one's featured in the fair weather paint package. Absolutely stunning paint. What accents it really nice is this onyx package. Now, what's the onyx package? It's this blacked out mirrors, the blacked out logos, some of the black panels in the front. You've got black stainless baggage door trim all the way around, black handles, black wheels, these great coach, American Racing black coach wheels. It just really sets this coach off. With all your black awnings and your window packages and your dark tinted windows, it just really sets this coach off like no other. Absolutely love this coach. It's a 38-foot tag, which is the shortest bus in the business. It's just under 39 feet with a tag, a steerable tag actually. Great for stability, great for towing. They've actually wicked up this motor to 525 when they put this 38-footer out. And we'll just go ahead and kind of look what this one has to offer. So we have we get the Dometic freezer in this one. It's on a slide tray. That's a 12 volt or a 110. You can set these to freeze or refrigerate or both or either side. And it does come way out past this slide, so it's really functional. And not only that, once you put it away, we've also got some storage here. Like we have our central back attachments there, but great little shelf there. You can see the star foundation up through here. You can see that the floor is insulated. Just typical great Newmar basement construction. Over here we have kind of a suicide door application here. You'll notice that these are two slide trays and they are powered. So we can power those out with these little buttons on the door. Here's our road back, central back system. You can use it inside, you can use it outside. Real easy. Over here we have our entertainment system. See, it comes nice. I said we'd be careful there for the slide. We do have a nice smart TV that does come out. You can watch TV from our lawn chairs out here on our campsite. Great for tailgating. Also, you can use this as a soundbar for music if you'd like to do that too. You'll notice on this coach you have a camera both sides, back and front, and that allows the camera system to stitch together a 360 camera. That's really good when you're in those tight campgrounds that you'll be able to get this coach into. And you know, it's the fuel station. You're going to keep this thing nice and sound, no bumps. Coming around here, we have our DEF tank. This is on a Spartan chassis, and what's really nice about that is we also have valves for our airbags. We can actually manually fill our airbags on this coach. Say a pump or a switch went out, you can actually just put air right there and get it up off the wheels aired up. Here's our chassis battery starts. We do have our air dryer, filters. We have some shutoffs behind that tape. They just have to have them taped on for the show. Another thing that's really cool about this coach is we have blind spot monitoring on this one. So that's your sensors on that. It's going to let you know if anyone's in your blind spot on your mirrors there. Here's that beautiful 525, 1,695 pound-feet of torque on this turbo Cummins. This coach absolutely boogies. It gets out of its own way. Really, really nice. It's said to be one of the faster coaches that they make. So beautiful back cap, beautiful colors. Again, the onyx package all the way up to the Newmar badging. There's part of our 360 camera right here. We do have a 15,000 pound hitch already equipped for Aire Force One. Beautiful black Newmar, part of the onyx package. That Newmar's all blacked out. We do have Voyager camera already set up, 7-way here. Just a really nice option coach. And as we get around this side, you'll see it is a side radiator coach, so you can pull that 15,000 pounds right up to the back of the motor. You're not going to impede it breathing really well. So great for big box trailers to pull. Here's another option to how to fill the DEF. got a good look at these nice wheels. Again, passive steering tag axle. Full window awning package throughout. Nice little place to put gloves, maybe a sewer hose. And you get a look at this big HWH leveling system between those tires. Look at that jack. That's going to lift this thing up no problem. Another part of our blind spot package in this beautiful wet bay. Nicely lit, really bright LED, 6,000 gallon water filtration. You stick this in there and you're ready to go. Favorite part of this wet bay, SantaCon. Once you have a SantaCon, you'll never go back. We do have a nice little thing here so we can check our tanks, we can check our power. We can actually put this in, use city auto fill or city water pressure and fill at the same time. Little place for paper towels, a little bit nicer stainless steel exterior shower, and of course SantaCon gray and black tank flushes, so you just can't beat it. Nice little black exhaust tip there, part of that whole Onyx package. Then we come into our shore power cord bay, nicely lit again, 50 amp power, 50 foot cord. We do have a transfer switch, a power monitor center, and this would be where we'd plug in our park cable if we wanted to pump in the RV park's signal. Over here, Oasis. For those of you new to Oasis, it's just a hydronic boiler. It's going to power your water. It's also going to power the heating system in this coach. A lot of cool features inside with that. I'll show you when we get in there. And then this right here, this is where where the rubber meets the road here. We've got two 3,000 watt inverters, 960 amp hours of lithium. What's this different than a regular lead acid bank? You can actually power ACs going down the road without powering that generator up front. Just a great system. It's a lithium inversion package. And Victron, we're finding just as one of the best manufacturers of the inverters that we're finding at Transwest. So we like to see those blue boxes. We love to see Lithionics. Lithionics is a climate controlled battery box. So it's gonna work good in the cold, it's gonna work good in the hot. So keep that in mind. Coming around here, we have typical chassis electronic components, little squeegee for your windshield. We also have, this is how we open the whole front end nose. I can't start it to open it, but there's a nice big generator under there. Again, black exhaust tip for the generator. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous look. If you look at this thing, just from front to back, it's got a lot of eyeball, we call it in the business. There's your front camera for your 360. Look at all the LEDs on you have two draw awnings with those lights on those boxes. Those come out and they pitch down. Really nice shade for when you're on your campsite. And then we have our entry door awning lit up as well. Coming in here, you do have a doorbell. We also have a keypad. Love how they did black on that. A little bit of storage on the steps. It's a deep one. As we come in this coach, you're gonna see just how beautifully optioned this interior is. We got a Winston decor package in here, and this is a high gloss Sedona maple. And I love the beveled door faces. Just really makes this pop. A lot like the older King Airs of the day. I kind of stole these cabinets from there. So we'll just kind of go in the back, work our way up. Notice all the accent lighting in the HVAC up top, underneath your cabinets, just a well-lit coach. You get back in the master bathroom. Like all Newmars, we have our egress door. Nice little ladder here to pop out if we never need to come out in an emergency. We've got it right there. And that's only opening from the front. It locks from the front. Dometic aspirator toilet. We've got Splendid stackable 110 washer and dryer. Dryer is vented outside. It's going to breathe well and dry your clothes well. A nice setup, vanity, plenty of drawer space all the way throughout. You'll notice on the side of these drawers, they are dovetailed. So we've got really nice construction on these drawers. real thick sidewalls. This is our Oasis. It's a register that blows hot air through. It's from that Oasis system. They're hidden all through the coach. Super quiet, super comfortable heat. You're not burning propane. You're not having a forced air fan that's really loud. Back here we have our safe. A nice little wardrobe hanging bar. And then down here we have a little hamper right there if we want a good place to put, you know, stuff that needs to be washed over here. Beautiful mirror lights on this guy. Nice deep medicine cabinet with 110. And look at this vessel sink. Isn't that just sharp? Nice solid surface, real tile backsplash, residential faucets. Just a beautiful bathroom. And it is a vaulted ceiling in here, so it gives you a little that feel that you got a little bit more room in here. In the shower, full tile surround, teak bench seat. Nice option with the rain shower. We do have this is another feature of the Oasis. We can actually, it's called a AquaView water miser. It's going to cycle the water through the Chinook there until it gets the temperature. Once this light comes on, you turn your valve and you're showering. You're not spending precious water, and you're not filling up precious tank space. So coming over here, we do have a nicely tucked away door. On the back side of this door is a full length mirror. Beautiful lighting in this slide trim. They just knocked it out of the park with the lighting package, the tile colors. We've got more lit wardrobe space there. Big dovetail drawers all the way down this. 6 of those guys. We have another lit cabinet there. Plenty of hanging space. Really nice Samsung Smart TV. And we have these giant nightstands over here. Really like that. So these are a little bit wider than previous. We've got places to plug in stuff to charge. And in typical Newmar fashion, you'll see there's a 110 up here. There are ports right here behind these reading lights, and you can just, a CPAP machine can plumb through there. We also have a nice new integrated panel, the new interface. You can pretty much shut any lights off while you're in bed. Just pop your hand up there, take those off. We've got, these are all day and night shades, but they're run electronically through the panels. Nice big king bed. Under here we have, for our Euro booth, we have these leaves here. We can extend it 2 leaves, and we also have our chairs here that'll make that 4 top a 6 top, and I'll show you that in a minute. Hydraulic slides, full floor heat, flush splitting sides, and there's heat in here and in the back in the engine cover. So full floor heat throughout. We have a privacy door here. Nice 4-panel doors that lock away real nicely. And we have this giant pantry. These are great if you want to put your covers in here, maybe some cookie sheets. And these pop right out. Real nice roller glides. Again, dovetail joints here. And it's all lit. Here we have our traveling bath or mid bath. When that slides closed, you're not going to want to climb over the bed to get to the bathroom. So this is your traveling bath. Really nicely done. Another light in the mirror. These are our electronics. We can find our flip breakers here. Our fuses we might need to replace there. We do have some extra ones. Great place to look at this stuff. You're not crawling under a bed or in a bay looking for it. It's right there. Another Dometic ceramic toilet. Little matching undermount sink and some storage here. Coming out here, beautiful kitchen. A lot of drawer space. Do have this beautiful little, nicely framed dishwasher there. And it's beveled too, just to match the drawers. I really like that effect there. We have Whirlpool microwave. It is a convection, and it does have an air fryer. And since it's an all-electric coach, we're going to find a induction portable cooktop in here that we can pop out, pop back in. If we want to cook outside, we can use it outside. Just a 110 plug. And these do have little cutting boards on the side if you need one. More storage under here. This comes out. This comes out. Just a well thought out sink base. And little scrubbies here. So giant sink under there. Look at that bad boy. And this one has the window option in the kitchen. So there's a nice big window there. There's a lot of light in there. Then we have Starlink on this coach. You gotta have it. It's the best internet that they provide here. And that's factory installed. So big antenna on the roof. They did it through the factory. You shouldn't have any problems with that. Come over here. Another nice Whirlpool appliance. Ice maker, water filter, just like you have at home. And this one does lock. So lock that and nothing's gonna fall out when you take that left or right turn. Nice little place to put little things up here. Beautiful mirror here, kind of makes this whole room look a little bit bigger, and we have a nice little dustpan there, and there's attachments there. So that's where your thing is. So we showed you the leaves and the folding chairs. This thing just pops out like that, comes out, you put your leaves in. You do have a little leg here that pops down, and you put your chairs out here and you're ready to go. One thing I wanted to show, let's go back here. This is the new interface for the Newmar touchscreen. As you see, it looks a lot different than the ones in the past. A little bit more comprehensive. Like the Oasis, you can go 2 electric burners or a diesel burner. Your floor heat's right here. Just really nice. You have an exterior panel now where you can do the lights on the outside independently of this light screen. Your power management system. Just a great new look to this thing, and that's going to carry over to even over here. I'll show you. Even these little guys have a whole new interface on them. So this is the second generation of their touch screens, and I just think they're super attractive and well thought out. Also, we have our theater seats here, all power. We have lights for our cup holders. We have a nice little storage here, and this is just one of the most comfortable theater seats that you'll see. We also have a televator right behind that plant. If we want to put that away, let me see if I could find it. Right here. Pop that down. You got this big giant window looking at your campsite. Actually, we're looking at a nice new Grand Star out there, but just a really nice setup living room here in great colors. Now, when we get to the cab of the Spartan chassis, you'll see our Victron panel. That's going to run those 2 inverters. We have our wine garden antenna for our TVs. This is really, really neat. With lithium, if it isn't used or it gets into a cold temperature or something, it just hasn't been, it goes into kind of a dormant safety mode. And 9 out of 10 times you have to go out to the batteries, find this little button on top of the batteries and wake them up. This one's right here as you walk in the door. You just kick that on, your lithium wakes up and you're off and running. Of course, we have our standard, slide switches, our awnings for our windows, privacy drapes, that sort of thing, and then our security lights here. We have our awning controller here. This is part of our Starlink system. But I love that lithium battery. That was one of the smartest moves they made when they went to the lithium coach. Another new thing on this coach is this new screen here. They used to have kind of a split screen situation. This here, it's all one big screen, but it is split. We talked about that 360, one of my favorite features right there. We don't see these getting bumped into on the highway very often. What we see them, tight fuel stations, tight campgrounds. That's when we get little dings and and dents on our cargo doors and our bumpers and stuff, so our rear caps. This kind of eliminates that. You're not going to need to go there anymore. Push button start. We do have comfort drive right here, one touch. That's a great addition. Nice digital anti-glare screen. It's typical HVAC. We've got a little storage here. Keep in mind, these seats do spin around. They do have the kickouts like recliners. And we also, for our co-pilot, we have a really nice screen here. We can plug in navigation. It is a touch screen. This is our navigation. We can also look at our cameras here. So I have it set up on the 360. You can see that 360 right there. I love that feature. And it's just a great look at the 3825 Newmar, the Mountain Aire and the Onyx package. If you have any questions about this coach or any other coach, please call me. My name is Dean Jones, 720-347-7063, and thank you for touring this coach.